Hey, I'm Joe Tamargo from WetheadPumpRepair.com, and this video is sponsored by PoolandSpa.com. So if you need a new filter, a new EC40, or you need filter parts that are being used in these videos, please visit PoolandSpa.com. Alright, so in this video we're going to be talking about where is my filter gauge on my EC40. Now, maybe you talk to a friend, or you may be wondering why the jets in your pool have slowed down, right? You started your pool filter up and everything was great and all the water was flowing and you're like, oh my God, that's so awesome. And then all of a sudden, like 2 weeks later, you're like, hey, how come the jets slow down? And you're like, what do you mean? You know, like, I know they were playing the Giants, and you were like, no, not those Jets. I mean, I always know they're not, you know, the top football league. I meant the Jets on my swimming pool. Oh, and somebody says to you, oh, you mean the returns. And you say, no, my husband took care of that. No, not the return department. You know, the thing on the pool, right? And you're like, right, okay. So what they actually are called are returns. Now, those will slow down. Now, if you got that joke, that's cool, but I always make a lot of jokes, okay? So those returns in your pool, if you have an above-ground pool, that little white thing that spits the water out, that's actually called a return jet. So the people, both those people were right. It's a return jet. Now, what happens is, this is a diatomaceous earth filter, so you probably remember putting some powder inside of this when you first started your pool. Now, if you did start your pool and you didn't put powder in it, which is diatomaceous earth, then that might be why your pool filter is not also working as well. So see my other video that's called, uh-oh, I didn't put diatomaceous earth in my filter. Okay, and I'll talk about how, like, you can acid wash it and clean all that stuff out later on. Okay, but right now we're talking about the pressure gauge and how to see if your filter needs to be cleaned or what they call backwashed. Okay, now in the other videos we're going to be showing you how to backwash this pool filter and talking about what it means to backwash and all that good stuff. Okay, so in this video we want to show you the filter gauge. Okay, right here. Okay, there's the filter gauge right in here. Now, when your pump is running, people always ask me, well, how do I know, right? How do I know where the filter gauge is supposed to be set at? Well, that is a really like a loaded question. Now, depending on what kind of pump you have on here and how long your filter is or how long it is to the pool, or if you're using flexible hoses or if you're using solid pipes, well, that could really make a difference. So what you want to do is you want to kind of, if you haven't backwashed your filter already, go ahead and just backwash it anyway. And then once you backwash your filter, you look at your filter gauge. Now, if your filter is running at, say, like 10 pounds per square inch, 10 PSI, well, anything over 5 to 7 pounds over, okay, means you need to backwash your filter, okay? So there's the filter gauge right there. Okay, I'm going to remove my ratchet because in the next step we're going to be showing you how to remove this band if your filter is clogged. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that there, okay? So here you go. That's your filter gauge there. Now, so if you have generally a filter that's running 5 to 7 pounds, now you say, well, I don't know what it started at, right? I totally forget, you know, I just found your YouTube video and I'm like, oh my God, I hope this guy says something else. Well, if your filter pressure is like 20 or 25 pounds, backwash, because the pool system is only really rated to really the maximum pressure. They say 30, but like at 20 pounds of pressure, you start getting those above ground hoses start popping off and they start breaking open. So anytime you get around 18 pounds of pressure, you totally want to backwash your filter, okay? Now, like I said, if your pool filter starts out at 5 pounds per square inch, then you want to backwash it at 10. If you started at 12, you want to backwash at 17. Okay, just like that. If you started at 13, you want to backwash at 18 PSI. Okay, so that's where your filter gauge goes. That's how you read it. In the next video, I'm going to talk about the bump handle, how you use that, and what that actually does. All right, this is Joe Tamargo. Remember, all parts, if you need some parts for your pool, chemicals for your pool, a new filter, a brand new pump, head on over to PoolandSpa.com. If you need a pump repair kit or you're having pump problems, head on over to WetheadPumpRepair.com. All right, thanks for watching. See you next video. Peace.